This is the future.
Bro, like, imagine talking for about 10 minutes without realizing that you're not recording. But yeah, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video. In this one we're going to be looking at some fights against boss Scarecrow in League Raids. Because as we have seen since Dawn of Apocalypse came back, this dude has a little bit of something that's changed about him. Now he will have 10 bars of power that is going to cost you to use any ability against him. A few things to note: Black Adam is immune to this, by the way, so Black Adam is immune to this because of his passive that doesn't allow his specials to cost more, so there you go, a little bit of an Easter egg, do with that what you will. But taking a look at the teams today, I'm going to talk about them in depth here, and I'm going to tell you how to use and what teams to use. At the same time, I'm going to have a Sword of Salvation on some of my characters that's going to make my life far easier, but that doesn't matter, you can't use most of the things that I'm using. One of them that you'll see in this video will be reliant on that artifact and will not do well without it. But yeah, the Sword of Salvation is a chaos artifact that allows me to steal power from the opponent, and I'll be using it to generate a lot of power. But for example, here we have the Kinflan Sakomen team, we have the Dr. Fate. I mean, Dr. Fate, honestly, here is not something that's going to help you out with anything if I think about it. And I think, actually I would have been better off having a Shazam in here, because that Shazam and Red Hood would have at least given me something each. But Dr. Fate doesn't do anything here, because even though he reduces the cost of my stuff, he's here just as a combo builder, his passive is kind of worthless. So I guess don't even use Dr. Fate if you don't have to, if he's not your main combo builder and you got somebody better. But yeah, with this team, if you don't have the Sword of Salvation, which a lot of people will not have, that's fine, because all you need to do for the most part, at the very least when he's full health to deal a huge chunk of damage, is going to be to get out 3 special traits. And yeah, that's going to cost you in total 30 bars of power, but trust me, you'll get far more throughout the duration of the fight. You'll need to tag in and out a lot, and if you're at the point where you know that your Kinflan Sakomen is kind of trash, and that's fine, you'll get better, don't worry about it. But if you know, and don't lie to yourself, that your Kinflan Sakomen at this point is kind of trash, you could take the very safe approach of tagging in between your other 2 characters that are in the King team, and only tagging him very safely when he's got enough energy for a special tree, and make absolutely sure that you're going to get 3 of them out throughout the entirety of the fight, and you're going to eventually kill him, because that percentage damage will never fail you. And I mean, there's been worse situations for Kinflan Sakomen team. I mean, let me know in the comments. Not saying that this is okay, not saying that this is not a bug, they haven't said that it's an intended feature yet, it should still be fixed. But let me know, would you rather have this dude making all your abilities cost 20 bars of power, 10 bars of power, but you're still able to use our special tree, even though at 10 bars of power cost? Or would you rather have a Just League Aquaman, and Rest Krypton doesn't allow you to use a special tree? I'll take this dude any day if I only had King to work with over Aquaman. But yeah, with all that out of the way, in the last minute we're going to struggle a lot with power generation, because Red Hood extends the time but doesn't extend the power generation from the last minutes. We're going to struggle here to get some power, and as I said, you're not gonna have the most optimal results with all the Sword of Salvation, but at the same time it's still a fight that's definitely worth doing with King, because of the percentage damage. Just get those special trees out and you're gonna be fine. But yeah, that's about it for this team. Now, this is a team that kind of requires the Sword of Salvation, but don't worry, it's the only team in this video where this is mandatory. We're going to have the League of Anarchy here, and we're going to have Harley, Arkham Knight, Batman, and EPI, the classic setup. I think I was Raven with Kinflan Sakomen previously, like against the Green Lantern. That didn't go the best, but most likely you'll see that in an upcoming video. But yeah, the thing is, it's simple. We play the same way, but we have Sword of Salvation on Arkham Knight Batman, so we'll have to keep him a little bit longer in the fight at times, and use that energy generation to get some stuns going. And it's gonna be very unoptimal, and if it went throughout the whole fight like this, nah bro, we're not even trying this pip. But at the end of the day, it's gonna ease up once we get to the point where there's higher power generation, like in the second minute or in the last minute. Because you need to understand, when I steal power, it's gonna also depend on how much power I can steal. And as the time passes by, not only does my ability to power generate improve, but also his, so that means a lot more power to steal. The downside is that Arkham Knight Batman is never intended to be a combo builder, and he doesn't need to be, and this is the only place where it hurts him, because fast attack chance would stack with the chance to steal power, and characters with high fast attack chance will have a far better time doing this. But it's gonna be fine himself. Another special 2 in there, Harley back in there. It's literally the usual gameplay that you get for the League of Anarchy, except in this scenario we're going to stay a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. There we go, it's literally starting to be a normal fight at this point, because there's just enough power to go around. Arkham Knight back in. Combo interrupting there a bit. Special 2. Harley back in there. Doing her combo, getting her damage in. Arkham Knight back in. Combo interrupting again. Into another special 2. Harley back in there. Swipe right, capture time, swipe right. Batman back in, stealing some power. And there we go, we almost could do that. So that was a little bit of a mistake, because I could have done the special 2 far earlier. Arkham Knight back in, stealing again some power. Another special 2, early back in there. I think this is the point where he fails me. Look at this. One swipe, no power steal. Another swipe, no power steal. You have a chance to power steal on swipes, and yeah. I don't care about him using a super move, because as you can see, Arkham Knight Batman didn't really have a problem surviving that. But I kind of mind losing some time there, but it's fine. Again, we are full power. Special 2. A costly special 2, but special 2 nevertheless. Re-engage that combo. Arkham Knight Batman back in. Combo interrupting again. Do another special 2. There we go. Harley back in there. And yeah, I'm not gonna take her out because there's nothing I can do. Just gonna do a few more basic attack hits to end it off. And there we go, that's the League of Anarchy team. Again, if you don't have the Sword of Salvation, will be far better off using this team against some other sub-bosses that are not having this little bit of a problem that Scarecrow has. Now we're going to use here the Black Manta team, and I will have a Sword of Salvation on Brainiac, but that's not gonna help me a ton, and that's not gonna be mandatory. So basically you can go with Black Manta team without using any special ones from Brainiac to stack lethal, or you can do it only when you have energy, and it's still gonna perform more or less optimal enough. Like for example, my best performance here with Black Manta, and I'm gonna give you a little bit of a spoiler, my best performance was 140 mil. Keep in mind it's a 4-star Black Manta with a level 8 powerbox, so it was 140 mil, and this team will do here around 100 mil. And see, if I was not to use the special ones of Brainiac, considering that at some point in this fight it will make me lose all my combos, because Scarecrow was not being a good lad there, I don't think it was really that much of a difference. Okay, getting Black Manta back in there, combo interrupting, and yeah, as I was saying, teams that mainly rely on basic attack hits are not gonna encounter a problem here. I'm talking about the Black Manta team, the Just League team. They're going to do fine here, because at the end of the day, while both of those teams might benefit from a little bit of power to go around, they don't really care that much, and they're gonna be fine. Joker League of Anarchy to an extent should also be fine in terms of the damage here, because while he benefits from the specialty, he doesn't rely that much. So if you don't have Harley for some reason and you only have the Joker League of Anarchy, you can definitely do this by using Joker here and DPI, and maybe a Just League Flash and Late Die at the start of the fight, so that's also an option in regards to the basic attack hits realm of things. Brainiac back in there, special 1, there we go, tagging him from a block. Black Manta back in there, combo interrupting again. Brainiac back in there. And yeah, over there he used the swipe down, and it took me quite a long time to tag Black Manta in, and sadly we lost all the combo. If he was one higher star rating, he would have been fine there. But yeah, we lost all the passive stack, so that heavily reduced our damage there. And because of that loss that was caused by tagging in Brainiac, I'm not sure it was worth doing that. I'm not sure special ones were worth here, even with the Sword of Salvation to boost it up, so take of this what you will. Okay, 30 seconds left, but at this point it didn't matter that much to tag Brainiac. I shouldn't have done it. But yeah, we're going to keep Black Manta in here for the most part until the end of the fight. And the damage is okay. Actually, one more special one from Brainiac. Come on, Sigval, just 20 seconds left. All that's doing is wasting time, bro. I get so pissed off sometimes when I look at some of my fights and I analyze them and I criticize them so much. And yeah, at least it's good that I'm also criticizing my own fights. And I can see the flaws in what I do. Yeah, that's about it for the Black Manta team. Again, any basic attack reliant team can be used this way here. And now for the team that will have the best time here. Other than, like, Influence, Sakuman and Deathstroke will do still amazing for you because of their percentage damage, and at the end of the day all you need to do is a few special 3s with King and a few special 2s with Deathstroke. And you're gonna be fine here. But the team that doesn't care, the 10 power bar cost is simply non-existent for the Bad Ninja team, because they're just so good at power generating, and you normally want to do a special after 2 combos. You normally want to do a special after 2 combos of the Bad Ninja team. And by the time you get to that point, you're going to have, if you were able to generate beyond the 10 power bars threshold, you're gonna have 20 power bars, because they just don't care. So this team will literally work as normal. You might, on the very first time you try to stack up some power, have a little bit of trouble, but other than that, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be played just like a normal fight would be played. Also, there are some people using the Bad Ninja team without Grodd, not because they are doing it by choice. Nobody's that dumb, hopefully, but because they don't have Grodd yet, and that's totally fine, but don't use it here. If you don't have Grodd, you're not gonna have the best of times here, because, yeah, will not power generate, and that's the most important thing alongside the armor reduction that Grodd brings to the team. We're also going to use here Firebox, level 8 Firebox. I've done some testing, and other people have done some testing, and in our soul rates, if you have Beta Club, there's no question about using or not using it. It's gonna do far better for you than any artifact in that soul rate, and you can just use the other artifacts on your other teammates to further boost your damage stat on your damage there. But here the bonuses don't split, so I could put Beta Club on Catwoman, but at the same time, if I do that, I'm going to lose a ton of attack from the Firebox, and that's gonna be less damage overall. And with level 8 Firebox and level 8 Beta Club, I'm going to pull around 20% more damage or something close to that with the Firebox on average. Yeah, there's an interesting thing there. And besides the huge amount of attack that we get from the Firebox, we're also going to heavily benefit from the additional damage on swipe rights, because the Bad Ninja team has crit chance and lethal attack chance and lethal attack damage, and their basic attacks deal a ton anyway. And when you combine all that, you go to some swipe rights that can deal, if they also hit the 5th hit that is boosted by Grodd's passive, they are going to get all the way to 500k. So yeah, 500k per piece, and if it's a fast attack hit, you're going to do 1 mil with that basic. So yeah, definitely Firebox as a choice for an artifact, and definitely the Bad Ninja team does well here, regardless of what you have at your disposal, as long as you have Grodd. If you don't have Grodd, that's all a bit rough. But yeah, all that being said, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you did enjoy this, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like and comment, because it helps a lot with YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you all in the next one, hopefully. Come on, can you tell already? I already did my outro. There you go. There you go. Thank you very much. And I'll see you all, lads, in the next one. Goodbye.
This is the future.